And I was thinking to myself today, I was like, I'd love to put up some content. I want to do my makeup. But then at the same time, I'm like, how do I go on with real life? I'm in this like juxtaposition of like, how do I go on with real life after everything we've been through the last 6 weeks? How do I show up here authentically? Because like doing a regular tutorial or a regular, whatever, before and after or transitional video and this fun video just seems so disjointed from everything that we've been going through and this grief process and this trauma process. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get on live. I'm just gonna get on live. I'm gonna do my makeup because today I have the energy to do it. And if you have questions, you can ask me questions. And that's how I'm gonna just start, because otherwise I was feeling a little bit, I don't know what the word is, just overwhelmed maybe about how to show up here or how to start again. And thank you, Becky. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna be myself. I've always just been myself on here through thick and thin, the hard stuff and the good stuff. And so I'm gonna do the same thing today, and I'm just gonna do it live. So I hope you will join me while I get ready. If you have questions or about my life, the stuff we've been going through, feel free to put them in the comments. If you have questions about the makeup, feel free. And I'm starting off, if you just saw me putting on my SPF. So the makeup that I'm using does not have SPF in it, and so definitely in the summertime you want to use it. I'm using the La Roche-Posay. It's a mineral one. I really like it. The other one I really love that I lost, I can't find it, is my Super Goop. The Super Goop glow screen. I love it because it has a little bit of a glow and a sheen to it, but this is a really nice one and it's matte. My boys are doing well. Ender and Ashton are full of energy, 7-year-olds that don't stop. And Declan is doing he's actually doing quite remarkable. In his recovery, we're so grateful for how well he's doing so far. And we're just kind of waiting till July 24th. So July 24th is when his next MRI is. And then that will kind of determine a lot of things going forward about whether he needs to keep using his PICC line and keeps needing IV antibiotics, whether he's on quite a few oral meds, whether those need to be continued and for how long. And so after July 24th, on the 25th, we have meetings with his neurosurgeons, infectious disease pediatric doctors, and then on the 31st with his ENT doctors. So the end of the month will really give us a lot of a better indication of where things are at and what we can expect to go from there. But thank you very much for asking, and thank you so much for all of you who have been praying for us. I truly am not joking when I say we have felt every single one. We have felt lifted up by every single one, and truly believe that it's the power of those prayers that have really helped us move forward in this whole circumstance. So thank you for praying. Please don't stop. It's just been so helpful. Oh, all the way from Portugal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, we are so grateful for the doctors that were put in his path. The neurosurgeon that Declan had is one of the top neurosurgeons in Canada, by the grace of God, and she's fantastic. If you ever need a neurosurgeon, I highly recommend her. She was amazing. And what was even more of kind of a God thing is she is a huge F1 fan. So if you know our family, or especially know Declan, F1 is life. And so to have his neurosurgeon, of all people, be a huge F1 fan, she could come in to the room and talk to him all about F1 and just kind of settle his nerves and have that common ground. Just like, seriously, just those little things that you're just like, oh, that's just such a little kiss from God. So I am still using Seint here. For those of you who heard the news from Seint, nothing changes for you as a customer. So if you are my customer or you've been wanting to try Seint, I'm still keeping an affiliate link open. I'm still here to help you with it. And I've had a lot of messages actually being like, oh gosh, I don't know if I can keep using Seint with this news of them changing their business model. And while I totally understand that sentiment, I mean, I would be lying if I also didn't have some of those thoughts myself. That when it comes down to it, I adore this makeup. That doesn't change. I still love the ease of use. I still love how, like, I haven't slept in 2 weeks and I put on a little bit of this and I just feel so much better, so much more confident about myself. And I love the confidence that it has brought to all the other women that I have had the privilege of sharing this with. And so for that reason alone, I am not going to stop sharing this because I'm going to continue using it. And that's not to say I won't add in some other products, but I was doing that anyway. Like, I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite lip pencils later. I'll show you what I'm using to lengthen my eyelashes. Like, all those things are things that I was doing anyway, so I will be continuing to do that while also showing you how gorgeous Seint is. It's a cream-based makeup if you're not familiar, and it is so easy to work with, and it just doesn't matter whether you are a makeup guru or you're just brand new. I think for a lot of women, especially in their 30s, 40s, and beyond, there's this level of like feeling silly for not knowing how to properly do your makeup or like even keep up with the trends. And you're like, oh gosh, how do these 16-year-olds know how to do their makeup? And like when I was 16, I was using lip smackers, like actually no joke. So there's just this feeling of feeling a little bit silly, like I'm so-and-so old and I don't know how to do my makeup. And that's what's so awesome about Seint, is that it's truly paint by numbers. I get to help you with it. And it just ends up looking so pretty. Okay, there was a question here that I missed. I'm going to scroll back and see. Somebody asked what exactly happened to Seint. So what happened, I'm going to continue putting on. So I've put on my main highlight. I put a brightener around my eye. And then I just contoured and put a little bit of bronzer. So I keep my bronzers in 2 tins because it matches the brush really well. I'm actually going to add a little more. I like to be really nice and bronze in the summertime. But I just put the bronzer everywhere that the sun would shine, and also in my neck just to blend everything. So what happened with Seint is that they announced just over a week ago that they are moving from a direct sales model and going into an affiliate-based model. So what the difference of that is with direct sales, we had teams. And so the leadership of those teams, of which I was a leader, I had over 1,000 women on my team. My job, while you saw me on here doing my makeup all the time, the majority of my job was behind the scenes, working with those 1,000 women to train them, teaching them how to color match, teaching them how to build their social media presence, doing like lots of personal development types of stuff. We would put together, our leadership team would put challenges together all the time just as incentives to help people push towards their big goals. I had lots of one-to-one coaching, other leaders. So a lot of my job, while part of it is selling the makeup, a huge part of my job was leaning in to these women who also wanted to do this as their job, and training them and teaching them and leading them. And I was kind of the liaison between corporate and them. So if they had a question, I would be the answer book for them. And so what they've decided is to get rid of that model and essentially dissolve all leadership within Seint. And so then anybody can sell it if they want to, just get an affiliate link, kind of like any other place. An Amazon link, a Seint link, same. So that's kind of the difference. And so that's why it was such a huge shock to me, is because that was the majority of my business. And because of that, because of the direct sales model, the majority of my income was coming from mentoring these ladies, because I was being paid at a leadership level. Kind of like, I always would mention it whenever I was like talking to my team and they were trying to understand our compensation plan and everything. I'm like, think about it like any other corporate or retail or any type of job. Like if you start at McDonald's, you start at the French fry thing, and then you get whatever, promoted to supervisor, and then from there manager, and then executive manager, and then you can keep working your way up until you're like at the top of corporate. Like that's kind of the same thing. And with each what we call rank in direct sales, with each promotion, as you would call it in the corporate world, you get a raise. And that's the same thing as how direct sales kind of works. So with that, I'm just not needed in a leadership role anymore. And so that just massively impacts my income, and also massively impacts just how I go about my day to day. Because while yes, I was creating a lot of content for you and color matching and doing a lot of customer support, the majority of it was behind the scenes every day working with my team. Will they now sell in stores, or they'll only be online? I don't know. I doubt that they'll be in stores. I haven't heard anything. From what I've heard so far, it's just all straight affiliate links. But who knows? I mean, I was shocked and surprised by this decision, so I'm not going to say yes or no to anything because I'm not making the decisions and I don't know. But from what I know, it's just going to be strictly through an affiliate link and coming straight. Just those people won't have the training that they did before. So will everyone have to now sell the makeup on their own? Yes. So there will be no teams, no training. I don't know if Seint is planning on providing that training themselves. They didn't up until this point for the last 7.5 years, that they were relying on leaders to do that. So I don't know what's in their, I do not know what's in their agenda or vision to help those leaders or help those selling from now on. Okay, what color did I put on my cheeks? I used La Cienega. This is a shade, you can see I use it a lot. I recommend this to almost everybody that I color match because it is so versatile and looks so pretty on like all skin tones. But I use La Cienega. It is a semi-gloss. Yes, it's a semi-gloss. So it has a little bit of a sheen. So that's why I like to layer it. So I'll put like just a little bit and then I'll just add a little bit more till I get that right pigment that I want. The other thing I wanted to say before I do this lash, you see how long these lashes are, and they are so short, but I use the Loreal Voluminous, just the primer. It is so good, and it's like $6 on Amazon. I did try one. I had bought the Charlotte, was it the Charlotte Tilbury? I think I even just tossed it because it was so, I don't even know where it is, but I had bought another one, like an expensive one from Sephora, because I'm like, oh, it's more expensive. It's probably an even better primer. Lies. It was not. Go spend the $4 or $6 or whatever it is on the L'Oreal Voluminous primer. It is the best, and it really helps your mascara have something to hold to, especially if you have really fine blonde lashes like I do. If I don't use my primer, my lashes are just so painfully stubby. And I haven't been wearing my, normally I wear my, what are they called? Extensions. Normally I put on my lash extensions, but being in the hospital and the amount of time I was crying and just being in the hospital and the maintenance and everything, I just haven't been wearing them the last 6 weeks, which is actually kind of nice to give my regular lashes just a bit of a break. But I have just started using this Lash Lush. It's a lash and brow serum from Neora, which is also a direct sales company. I'm not selling this. I'm not jumping into this company, but one of my good friends is like one of the top leaders over here, and she reached out and was like, do you want to try this? It is phenomenal. Your lashes are going to be so long. So Truth be told, I've only used this a couple of times because, again, in the hospital, and this was at home. But I've started using it and I can't wait to see it because I've seen her results and her lashes are like incredible. And I would love if my lashes were just like naturally super fluttery long. So I've been using this and it's just like a little thing. You just put it on the base of your lash. And even if you have extensions, you can still use it and it'll still grow your regular lash length. So I've been using that too. Okay, just check in, making sure I don't have any more questions. Okay, so this is, I'm going to show you two things. So this is the lip, it's the ink crayon, it's the Maybelline Superstay. I've showed this before. This is a different color than I showed before. And this one is called Trust Your Gut. It's number 10. And this is I love this color and it is so nice because it stays. Like, I've like drank coffee, I've like done all the things and it'll stay on your lips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to line and then remember this. Seint released this in January. It sold out so freaking fast. But it is the Tom Ford dupe. Can we look at this? Oh, I have like a little bit of you can see I've like topped it off with, but I want to show you this. Do you see how sparkly this is? See how sparkly this is? It is the Tom Ford dupe. It is, I can't remember the price on it, but it is a really good price. And this is coming back July 22nd. We're having our customer appreciation event. So if you want to get on the wait list for this, put wait below or wait list, put wait list below. And I will make sure that I get you on my emails or my texts or whatever to let you know as soon as this is released so you can get it because it is so pretty and I'll show you what it looks like. I wanted to show you in advance though so that you can have it in the back of your mind because if you like the Tom Ford but don't want to spend that much money on a lipstick, this is a good alternative. So this is the Superstay. Britt is wearing Diamonds Are Forever today. It's such a good one. Okay. Isn't this a pretty color? So good. And it's like $10 at the drugstore. Again, it's called Trust Your Gut. And the other side, this is what I thought was really cool. The other side of it has a sharpener, so you can sharpen it anytime you want. Handy. Okay, this is Diamonds Are Forever, and I'm going to put it over top. Oh my word. You can just wear it on its own too, and it's like a really nice nude. But I love it on top. Isn't that so pretty? It has like a hint of sparkle. It's just the most gorgeous color. Diamonds Are Forever coming back on July 22nd. Put waitlist below and I'll make sure that you know about it. Okay, the last thing I'm going to do with this makeup look, I'm not going to do an eye today, but I'm using the L'Oreal Paris, the Infallible. In the summertime when it's hot, it's very humid where I live. I like to use a loose powder to set my makeup. So I'm just going to kind of shake off the excess. And then I'm just going to press this all over. And this is going to make sure that my makeup sets for the day so that it's not wearing off and I'm not sweating it off. And I like this powder. I have another one coming actually in the mail that I want to test from a different company. So I'll test that one and I'll let you know once it comes. I'm still waiting. But this one in the interim is really good. Just make sure that it's the translucent one. You don't want to add any additional color to it. The color, the one that I had on top is called Diamonds Are Forever. And it's one of the only stick lipsticks that Seint has. I think they're bringing it back into their regular rotation, which is really exciting. But you can see like at the base here, all of the sparkles that it has. So Diamonds Are Forever. It's a really good price point. And I'll let you know about that. Okay, there we go. Super easy, super simple. I'm not going any crazy with my makeup lately because I'm just hanging around the house and doing nothing. There we go. So thank you for jumping on here with me today and helping me get back to a new normal, if that's what we're going to put it. But it was just nice to be able to come on here, share this with you, show you this makeup. If you need a shade match, if you've never been matched before, just put makeup, the word makeup below, and I will send you all of how to get color matched. I'll match you. If you have been wearing Seint and you are tanned and you're noticing that your main shade is too light, you can also comment makeup. I will send you the same color match form that I had before, but I will rematch you so that you are back or go up to a different shade. So I've had to go up. I mean, right now, I think I'm still close to my winter colors because I've just been indoors or whatever. But anyway, when I was gone, and now that I am in the sun more, I will have to shade up right away. And so I just go up to a new color. So I can help you with that. Just comment makeup below. And thank you all for continuing to pray for our family. The support in this community has been absolutely mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. And has really been such a source of encouragement. I know I haven't been posting very often. Even my stories have been pretty lax lately. But I have been so encouraged by so many of you. And I just wanted you to know that, that it truly has been your support that has been propping us up. The eyelash serum is Neora. If you need, you can just DM me and I can send you the name of my rep with them because she's fantastic. And then the brow pencil that I use is the Browlux. It's actually a Winnipeg-based company. My friend Gianna started it. The color I'm using is Taupe. It's a really nice pencil. And then it has a brush on the end of it too, which is great to brush out. So if you need that, DM me. Or if I've reposted this, you can just ask me in the comments and I'll send it to you below. Okay? I hope you all have a good rest of your day. You know I'm only a DM away if you have any questions with your makeup or anything. I know many of you have been being super considerate and like I know you're super busy and don't want to bug me, but if you do have makeup questions, first of all, it's a really great distraction for me to get back into work, and secondly, I really do need to continue making an income, and so don't be shy and feel free to ask me your questions even if you're afraid that I've got too much going on, because I really truly do want to help you. So have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon.